Hi, Jalen.
Hi, Samantha.
Let's talk the Pitt.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. 93% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Yep.
People are saying it is the most accurate medical drama on TV of all time.
We made it on Dr. Mike's YouTube channel.
I just watched that.
Yeah, it's crazy.
You are getting rave reviews. How does it feel to be a part of the show?
It's weird. It's like, we're all a family, on set, off set, so it's just kind of experiencing something so rare, and so we're just kind of trying to take it all in. It's nice.
I'm sure it's just so rewarding to see the response to it. HBO is known for having some like pretty gritty shows. Obviously ERs are pretty gritty places, and I know that with your work on Thanksgiving you're not opposed to a little gore. But what's the craziest thing that you saw on this set of the show?
Every single episode has been something different.
The foot messed me up.
Oh, the Dig Glove foot.
Yeah.
That was legit. I think it was in episode 4, but something happens when they cut somebody's skin open and then it inflates because of something.
that was just an episode 2 that I watched today.
Okay, yeah. It like when I'm cutting, then Santos and Garcia are cutting the arm, and it just kind of balloons.
It looked like bread.
Like a loaf of bread and oven. Yeah, it was disgusting. There was that one, and then in episode 6, they fix somebody's collarbone, and then they pop somebody. Javadi pops somebody's hip back into place, like Captain Morgan on like the gurney and stuff. It's crazy. It's hard to pick like a favorite one or most disgusting one, because they just keep getting one up every single episode. So
shout out to that makeup team. Jeez.
Oh no, it's insane. It's insane. They should win something.
You said they should win something.
They should win something. It's crazy. They're brilliant.
Is it true that you guys did a medical boot camp before starting the show? What was that experience like?
So the 10 doctors, they had 2 weeks of medical boot camp where they learned how to suture, do intubation, all these things on dummies, of course. On.
What? Not on real people?
Man. Fake.
Fake.
But yeah, they did 2 weeks of that for the nurses, the 4 of us. We did 1 week of medical boot camp where we learned how to do tourniquets, draw blood, CPR, how to operate around a gurney, patient etiquette. For me, being the triage nurse with Miss Millette, shout out Miss Millette. She'll probably watch this. So
shout out Miss
Millette. She taught me and everybody else, the order of like importance of patients when they come into triage. And so the seriousness that when you're talking to a patient that's going through something, the urgency about everything. So everybody going into each episode, depending on what they were doing or the patients that they came across, they were informed about how they would actually be operating around them just as people, but then the procedures or everything. Like, we were just totally informed because of those 2 weeks and a week of boot camp. That was crazy.
Do you have anything you learned in that boot camp that you're like, will I ever actually get to apply this in real life?
I feel like I feel like I could draw somebody's blood, but I don't.
You said, but I don't think I'm gonna test.
I don't want to test that.
You said I don't think I know anyone who's gonna be like, you know what, Jalen, give it a go.
It's funny because I feel like I could put a tournament on and I know exactly what to grab and to put the gauze, like the alcohol on. And to pop. I know, yeah.
I mean, I've seen you do some fake compressions.
Oh yeah.
on people
our
before.
friends. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, they looked good.
Hey,
they looked good.
And I wasn't like actually doing them too.
Yeah, it was like truly fake. So I guess actually fake compressions probably would never help you in a real life scenario.
No. I will say doing that on set is scary sometimes because you're like, sometimes they're older patients and then like you're having to make it look real, but you don't want to push too hard because it's like, that's dangerous. Yeah. You know what I mean? It actually is kind of dangerous, but they keep everything so safe and they're so cordial about everything. Yeah. Like, they teach us how to do it. So,
well, I feel like that is one of the things that helps the show feel so intense and real. You actually feel watching the show that you are just dropped into an ER and you're just kind of this like fly on the wall. And it makes so much sense that they actually gave everyone that boot camp and that training because you're right. It's like, obviously we understand that everyone here is an actor, but watching how they all function.
It doesn't look like any of us are acting at all. It's weird.
Like, it feels like such a silly thing sometimes to be like, it feels like you guys are real people. Yeah. But like, even I was like, oh my gosh, Jalen's a nurse. was like,
Nurse.
look at him go. He's just being a nurse.
Look at him go.
Look at him go. Look at him go.
That's funny. Yeah.
Now, obviously, ERs are intense, and there's definitely a through line in this show about a lot of experiences that some characters had on this, like through working in the ER in the pandemic. How does it feel to kind of get the opportunity to showcase and uplift ER workers, like by doing the show?
Every single episode that we're talking about, every single episode that we've done, it feels very original, and from the standpoint of you're talking about something so real and so profound, and it's done by these people who their goal is to shed light and illuminate this problem and the people affected by it and the patients and then everything in the hospital. You really did feel a part of something, of like an actual good cause, you know what I mean? It wasn't just some content just to digest, you know? It felt kind of cool to take some pride in that, of being like, I think this is what people sign up for, to be actors, to be a part of this thing, you know?
I really like the point that you just made, because I do feel like a lot of times with medical dramas, it does just feel like
Saturized.
What?
Oversaturated.
No, what am I trying to say?
Oversaturated? Over-sensualized?
No, not sensual. Not sensual. Well, I mean that, but sensationalized.
Okay. Yeah.
Sensationalized.
There you go.
With a lot of medical dramas out there that we've seen, and there have been so many, they are often over sensationalized.
Yeah.
And it feels really important to the creators of the show, obviously, to highlight the reality of working in an ER and the struggles that those workers face while, again, saving lives. This is like, watching the show, I felt a lot of anxiety. But I was sitting there and I just kept like reminding myself, like, these are real people. Like there
go
are
through
people
this every
that
day.
go through these shifts every single day.
Yeah, and it's crazy. We have Joe Sachs. Shout out to Joe Sachs. We have all these people on the set that are consulting producers, and they worked in ERs. They've done years, and so they're a part of it. And they're saying this would happen, or this wouldn't happen. This is how you would react. All these things, but most importantly, that it was from the very get-go, when everybody was auditioning for it. Noah sent out a little mission statement for before you did your audition. He said something along the lines of, we're illuminating. He used that word, illuminate, of this little moment, and we want to put our pride and ego and everything aside, because it's going to feel a lot like stage. You're going to be in the background some days. You're not going to be saying anything, but we're talking about something necessary. It's like, this is what you want to do as an actor. It's like, you want to be a part of something necessary. So it's like, if you disagree with that, don't audition. And it was like this whole thing of everybody that showed up was like, everybody was already on the same page. Yeah. You know? And so it was great. So,
well, yeah, and you can definitely feel that heart in the show.
Yes,
and you can feel that intention coming through. Is there anything, without spoiling anything, that you can tease about the last hour of this shift, about the season finale?
I don't know if I don't think I want to tease anything at all. I would just say stick around. Each episode gets more intense, gets crazier, but also gets more realistic, more heart. There's a lot more emotion, a lot more heart. Everything comes to a boiling point, you know? You're not just watching an ER just breathe. You're watching some characters kind of go through some shit. So it becomes a very good story. So you have something to look forward to.
Well, congratulations again on being a part of the
much.
show. Thank you for sitting here. Thank you for talking the Pitt.
Thank you so much for having me. Am I the first one?
Yeah, you're the first one.
Let's go.
Yeah. Let's go. And that's it.
You're good at that.
Am I?
Yeah.
Thank you. All right.
Yeah. No, you actually.
Thank you.
It's really you're really comfortable. It's really
Thank
good.
you.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
That was really good.